Hey, what is up guys, Seth here, and welcome to your guide to Yasuo 5.11. And it'll soon be 5.12 because nothing's really changing to Yasuo in the next patch. So yeah, 5.11, 5.12, it doesn't matter. So thank you guys for all of your support with the last video. This is why we're doing the Your Guide to Yasuo right now. And we're going to speed this up a bit. It's going to explain how to play them, how to, carry with them, and what you're actually supposed to do. So, I just want to mention that we're against an Aurelia here. So, Aurelia is kind of she's a meh matchup. You know, if she builds correctly, she absolutely wrecks you. So, but in this game, she makes a mistake with her build, and it serves us really well. It serves to show us, show you guys how to actually carry with them when your opponent doesn't respect that you're a Yasuo. Now you're squishy, but at the same time, Aurelia should have Aurelia should have bought Flask and 3, Flask 3, because she would have been out sustaining me, and I would not be able to kill her, and I would take more damage than it's worth to trade with her. But instead she goes cloth 5, and you'll see what happens. So if you guys do like this video, please remember to leave a like. It really helps out, and also it's not just for ego, it's to help me teach others. Some people don't get this video, some people won't get this video in their subscription boxes and stuff. And there's rek'sai's DC, so yeah, that's a problem over there. He's taking half his damage, and they get the level 2 off of that. They have to take that, so yeah. So, what you want to do here is, we started with our E. So, let me explain what the trading will go like, okay? So, at level 1, she's taking her stun. She's taking the stun, so we know that we can instantly out-trade her. She's got no sustain. So what we want to do is, whenever a minion gets low, okay? Whenever a minion gets low, you want to, if you started E, which you should always usually start E if you can be aggressive in your lane, or they have a really weak level 1 compared to you, you should E through the minion once, okay? So what I'm telling you is, E through the minion when it's low so that you get the CS. It does base damage, it does 70 base damage. You can CS with that, that's really actually good. Because it's about as much as your physical damage. It's only like 30 short of your physical damage that you're going to do with a Q. So, get your E. Your E will slide through. Well, actually, so, you slide through something, you've got a 0.5 second cooldown, right? So you wait for another minion to get kind of low, you slide through that. That gives you 2 charges of your E. And you'll see it right here. My next dash will increase the damage of the damage of the next by 25% up to 50%. So I'm doing 50% more damage to her. So I'm going to do 105 damage if I slide through her right now. But as you can see, I've already slid through her. So we've taken a nice chunk off of her. So she's going to have to use a health potion. Because we're just going to be aggressive in this lane. And this is what you want to do. You just want to ease through the waves at the beginning. I'm sorry I have to explain that, but yeah. Try and get some autos in. Try and get the CS where you can. But yeah, just do what you can to get what CS you can get, and try not to miss any, like I'm just doing, because I'm so bad. I got my level 2, so I got aggressive because it's the time to get aggressive. I missed that, so this is how not to fucking CS, because you wanna CS, but you do want to harass at the same time. I want to get her under tower because she's got such a weak early game. That's fine. And I get camped to shit in this game. I really get camped in this game. So you guys are going to see, I got pretty salty. I made some questionable decisions, but at the same time, they were always in my lane. So it was actually pretty good for me because Rengar wasn't getting anything else done. So just keep CS and keep your CS high. She's got 3 CS to my 10. Remember, I'm a plat 3 now. I went back down to plat 3. Struggled. Make sure you try and get the auto in, Q and then E, and then see if you can get another auto in when you do trade. There we go, she's coming in, she's wanted to go aggressive. She got a free trade, but I've got a shield, so all that damage that she did with her E, I took this free turret shot, which isn't great, but she takes more hits from that. She's half health, so she's not able to go in for trades anymore. I don't know what she was doing, I would have went in on that. Now I have the feeling that Rengar's here because of how aggressive she's playing. She is like she's low on mana and she wants to get aggressive. So there he is. She's walking up. I was like, I can trade this, and there we go. I could have turned back on that and fought them both, I think, but I didn't want to risk it. I didn't want to risk the QQ of the Rengar, so I just wanted to, you know, I'm just taking it easy with that. He stays. I don't know why. Like, if I slid through Aurelia, slid onto a minion and killed him, that probably would have been a lot more worth, but, you know, I didn't take Ignite. So if I took Ignite, I'd have most certainly went aggressive like that, like I'm talking about. So, what you want to do is, when you're against someone like a Rengar, or you're getting ganked by someone who has like a range thing, a miss a minion, a miss siege, try not to miss sieges, but try and get what CS you can. I'm still 22 to 10, so it's still fine. But I do have only 23 CS at 5 minutes, and I should have about, you know, upwards of 30. You know, it's always important about CS and the top lane. Top lane CS is the most important thing. Getting your CS is what's going to keep you ahead, what's going to get you your items, and yeah. So rek'sai's back. Rek'sai's actually back and stuff, so that's fine. I could have made some aggressive plays, but because I didn't, you know, I'm going to suffer for it later. But she's still suffering in lane with the, you know, the shared experience. I TP into lane, because there's nothing else I can get done. I can't go bot lane. That's just not going to happen. So that's fine, you know. Oh, and the thing I should mention is Runes and Masteries will be in the description, guys. So yeah, Runes and Masteries in the description. But yeah. And if you guys haven't checked out my Twitch stream, it's twitch.tv/LionheartGames. You guys should check it out. I do League, I do, you know, a lot of other games and stuff. It's just, you know, whatever takes my fancy that day. That's the other thing, is what I should mention there is, if you slide onto someone and do an auto attack, but you can slide out of vision, so you can slide through a minion and get into a brush so that the minions aren't attacking you anymore, do that. Use your mobility of your E to get in and out of cover, to get in and out of visibility, so that you take aggro from the minions but you lose aggro at the same time. That way you're not walking all the way back and, you know, or walking up to the brush so that you lose aggro, because that's going to take off a lot of HP. That's going to take a lot of HP off you. So try to use your E effectively. It's not all just about sliding. It's about that, exactly that, using your E to get in effective trades, especially when your Q's up, especially when your Tempest is up. When your Tempest is up, try and slide onto them or close to them so you can EQ, and that's fine. Now, I'll tell you one other thing is, and I don't do it in this game often enough, or I'm not even sure I do it in this game, but what I'm going to mention here is, now I have my R, okay? Now the idea of the R is to get a knock-up on them. So what you want to do is you want to E onto them, hit a Q, but then afterwards you want to hit them a few times before you R. You want to at least get a auto, or maybe two, in before you use your R. There is a time gap. There is a gap between knocking them up. It knocks them up for, how much is it? How much is it? I'm not sure. I'm honestly not sure how long you knock them up for, but there is like a good little second knock up, I would say, about a second, maybe less than that, where you can put in a few autos and then use your R, and then get some more autos in and QE and kill them. Like that's your bread and butter. That is what's going to help you get some extra damage in between your R. You don't need to Q, knock them up, and then R. If you're close enough to get some autos in, and then Q. Then R, and then QE auto. You know. Now Rengar is hanging around. I don't know where he is, but it is about time he came top. I know that it was about time he came top. She's really low on mana again, and the other thing is she's still only on cloth 3, so I've not harassed her nearly often enough. But there we go, see, I lose vision, they lose visibility so that I don't take aggro. I don't take aggro for too long. Now she stunned me up. I wanted to go in on that, but then it's just like I'm gonna slide through. And there you go. I was actually really bad with the wind wall there. Now I should have been, if I had Ignite, I swear to God this game, Rengar would have been dead twice here. Like Rengar would have died. But yeah, I knew he was still there. He hit me, he's taking aggro, I'd go back in, this was bad, this was really bad to me. Yeah. I had to bust flash, I had to, otherwise I was dead. This is what happens when your jungler hasn't come top and you're getting camped, is stuff like this. Now I'm still being aggressive because I think I've got the lane advantage, but I don't. It's because I don't have Ignite that I'm very just, I know he's still here. Yeah. And then there's the wind wall and stuff, so I totally outplay him. I'm completely outplaying him, I'm wasting his time, this is fine, but I'm like, where the fuck is rek'sai? And then he gets executed as well, so that's my jungler. That is my jungler. You don't often get, you know, junglers like that. I know he's full fury, so I'm just like, well, it's time to back, because, you know, and me, I'm thinking, well, LeBlanc could come top, you know? And now he backs, so he just backed. This could be an Aurelia kill here. If played correctly, this is an Aurelia kill. Me, I'm just trying to play it out, you know, I'm just trying to think that, you know, Rengar might be still here. I mean, he could be, guys, you know? You gotta play like that. When you're getting your lane camped, you gotta play like he's still here. I don't know what LeBlanc is doing, because she should have, but now she walks in anyway, and it's just like, well, you should wait for my knock-up, but we did get a flash, so kind of worth. Always use your E as the way to get the farm. Try and use your E the best you can, because it builds up your what do you call it? I just want to call it key. It's the wind stuff. It builds up your flow. That's what's called flow. Sorry guys. Builds up your flow. Once it reaches max, you get a shield that's worth a chunk, and you know, if you E, then you're moving around a lot. It helps for your static shiv, you know, it builds up stacks on your static shiv if you're using your E to last hit. And it just makes last hitting a lot more effective than an auto attack, because your autos, if you're pressing E as a targeted ability, it's just a lot easier. And I know I'm using my TP ineffectively just to get into lane, but it's given me an experience, you know, it's gained me a lot of experience just by being here, just by constantly being here. So let's speed this up. I don't want to go through all the time of this. So she TP's into lane, I'm worried about ganks. Me, I come over here, I do this because I want to keep my experienced lead. You know, use this camp. If you can do that camp without losing too much health, go do that camp. It's a smart choice, you will get stuff. And then, as you can see, before I walk into lane, I try to charge up my flow by moving around. That's what I want to do, because, you know, I know she's got a Warren's Mail, she's not doing any damage to me. I know that Rengar's going to be coming as well, but then I get aggressive. You know, I'm like, ah shit. You know, I think this is where I get aggressive on them. Because she's making some really weird movements, and I'm just like, well, I want to be passive here. But then, if I had Ignite, it would have been fine. You know, I'm not ulting into that, because I don't know where he is. And then I slide through her because I was stupid, and there you go. That's my first death. I'm getting my lane camped so hard, rek'sai's not here, so yeah. You know, that's gonna happen. She gets some damage on my turret, I come back. After walking to lane, I come back with static shiv, so I'm still powerful. It still helped, and I come in with a pink ward as well, just in case he comes for that brush. Yeah. Rengar's camping the shit out of this lane. You know, he's just camping it so damn hard. So when the lane is pushing like this, you want to try and shove it as fast as possible, but you don't want to lose too much. You don't want to lose the farm for it. You really don't want to lose the farm for it. rek'sai still no done anything. That's the problem as well. Now I'd go back in on that, but that would be dumb. So I'm just I'm just going to back off here. Let rek'sai handle the lane, do his thing. Now, you can see that that's why you have to use your minions effectively with your E, and we max E first, okay? Maxing E is the most important thing, because what I'll explain is, the Q doesn't scale with rank, it scales with attack speed. The damage of it scales with your attack damage. So there's, I mean, you can, at level 2 you gain a 20 damage increase, you know, it deals 20 damage at, plus your physical damage at level 1. So leveling it first makes absolutely no sense. Like, you get a lot more damage from your E. A lot more, guys. And especially if you use the dashes, because you're going to get 150, and then if you've got 2 charges of your dash, you got 75 on top of that. So that's like 225 damage, which is a lot. It's a lot for an ability that can be reused every every 6 seconds. So every 6 seconds you can reuse that. rek'sai's hanging around, Rengar's there. Me, I'm just like, you know, I know that this is going to be bad. He has to see him. Yeah, he knows he's there. And, like, see, now this is a bad Rex. Like, see how bad this rek'sai is? He's over the wall, he flashes, he gets killed. You know, I'm like, I'll walk down here, but it's already too late. I'm just thinking that, you know. And then I'm just like, I reassess the situation because I know how strong Rengar is. rek'sai fed him so hard there, it was just like, why even be in that position? Why even be in that position? There was no reason for him to be there. There's no reason for him to be there at all. This is what I mean by using your E effectively. It's just such a good form of wave clear. It's so much damage, and it gives you flow stats. Now, I put that's a good way to check your brushes and stuff. So you want to check your brushes if you can with the ranged ability. I get aggressive, but then she's got her stun, so it's just like, I don't know why she gets aggressive on me here. And there's where I use my R ineffectively. I miss my Q because I can't see my mouse pointer. Keep using your wind wall to make sure that he can't use his bola to, you know, root you in place. My team are feeders. I mean, I have died once. Keep doing this camp. That's my suggestion to you guys. Keep doing this camp. When the lane is pushing like this, when the lane is pushing like that, just do the Krug camp, come back to lane. Come back to lane, because that's all you need to do. Just keep farming it up as well. You know, I've got 120 CS at 16 minutes. I've got the second most CS on my team. Caitlyn's, you know. So we're speeding it up because we need something to show. Rengar's getting fucking a god at the minute. He's just becoming a god. Me, I'm working towards my Bork. I've got my Berserker Greaves second, so that is another thing. You need move speed to stay on a target, and you need the attack speed to keep using your Q. Blue team gets the dragon, so again, it's just rek'sai had a bad start, but then he's also a bad rek'sai. Aurelia's in base. Me, I'm just like, okay, I'm just going to take this. Thank you very much. Worth the gold. Global gold is really important. It's keeping us in the game. It's a 1k deficit, 1k gold deficit, so that's fine. Me, my CS is, you know, I've 60 CS ahead of Aurelia because she built Warren's Mail instead of the Sheen, instead of the Phage first. You know, instead of going damage first, she went tanky, and she shouldn't have, because most of my damage was coming from a base damage source. It was coming from a magic damage source. So, you know, we're gonna head down mid. Oh yeah, because they're taking mid. Yeah, it's gotten to that stage of the game where mid lane is losing so damn hard. I was trying to make an aggressive play. I'm still trying to make an aggressive play. He gets ulted. I don't know what he's doing. He tries to get aggressive. Me, I get this double. Oh no, I don't get a double knuckle. Yeah, I use the wind wall effectively like that, and there you go. So I want to show that fight off again. Although Rengar is here, I think. Yeah, Rengar is here. He steps on a trap, I get killed, but he steps on a trap, which is worse. Because I knew a trap was there, and then he gets shut down for it. So that is worth. If I'm going to die for that, I'd definitely say worth. So this fight started about 19 minutes in, I'm going to say 19. So where did that fight start? 1840. I guess it started about here. So let's slow it down, right? They're all pushing up. I slide in, I get some damage. I try to charge my Q as much as possible. This is when you get aggressive with Yasuo. You try to dodge out their skill shots while you charge up your Q, so you get 2 stacks, so you can get a knockup. Me, I get aggressive. I try to go for the flash Q, although I was a bit slow on it, you know, because I thought the Q itself was up, but it wasn't up yet, so yeah. We walk forward, we try to stay away from that. That is what we want to stay away from, what Thresh just got hit with. So we're looking for the Echo first, because he's got so much raw damage because he can just get away. So we're looking for him first. He gets hooked, we go in. We E onto him, and we Q again, and then there's the ult. So we Q behind us, we'll try and get the knock up on Draven, but that ain't happening. Then he flashes for us. He flashes, and we get a really good wind wall, because we're, you know, we're just gods. So that's what you want to do. When the ADC gets aggressive like that, just wind wall immediately. You just want to wind wall immediately, stop any kind of burst, and then E through them. As you'll see, E through them, stay near your wind wall, and then Q, and then just put him out of position, because he's only an auto attack champion. Then we get, see the trap? There you go. So he gets thingied, I get shut, he gets the shutdown. I get the assist on this, I think. No, I don't get the assist on that, but whatever. Caitlyn gets the shutdown gold, that gets her back in the game, and she gets double buff. So, speed this up again. There we go. And we're sitting on 152 CS, 3 kills, 2 deaths. So that triple kill really put us into the game hard. You know, we've almost got a completed Bork. It's fine. Now this is what you want to do. I don't know how many times I need to say this in the top lane, guys. In the top lane, pick a lane. If your opponent, if you are a champion who excels at 1v1s and excels at making pressure, you know, can clear waves very fast, just pick a side lane and shove it down. Pick a side lane as much as possible and shove the shit in. Get as much as you can out of it. Get as much gold as you can. Bring people top so that your you know, team, as bad as they might be, can at least get a pick on someone who is by themselves. You know, Echo's by himself. Now, if they're all there, they can kill him. Whereas Rengar's trying to come top to stop my push. So, I'm trying to show you what's going on. Now, he's coming top. Me, I already know what's going on because I don't know where he is on the map. Now, he's coming in with his ult. No, he's not coming in with his ult. Yeah, I use the cutlass to get away. And then he uses his flash. You know, I get his flash. Now what I'm going to say is worth, because I get Rengar flash. Rengar flash is an engage tool for his ult. So, you know, he had to flash for that, that's fine. I think my flash is still up. My flash is not up. My flash is not up. I flashed earlier, I guess. Yeah. So I died there for nothing. But, you know what? I've still got 164 CS. I've got my TP. Me, I get very aggressive here, because she's by herself. And I think I die here again. Yep. Bad wind wall, but at the same time, he is camping the fuck out of my lane. Like, they're not getting anything done because all they're doing is farming. Now, if she can get this, it's worth. If she can get the bot lane, it's worth. rek'sai's not been anywhere on this map. He's been irrelevant throughout. Yeah, so I didn't get anything out of that. We didn't get anything, period. You know, I'm just like, well, fuck this, I'm going bot lane. I'm having more luck with going against the ADC than I am with this bloody Rengar. So, you know, I'm like, screw top, I'll just go fucking, I'll just go to I'll go one of the side lanes. Caitlyn takes over, so I'm just like, well, okay, maybe I'll get something done, because he was standing on a ward. Nautilus over here was standing on a ward like a dumbass. I don't know what LeBlanc is doing. LeBlanc's not taking her blue buffs. I don't know why. Our jungle's pretty warded, so yeah. There's not a lot going on, so let's speed this up. I think there's a fight that happens, yeah. So he's in our jungle. I don't know why he's in our jungle, but yeah, he's in our jungle. That Pathan was next level. That Rengar, I think he was looking for a pick with Nautilus. They get killed for it, and we get 3 dragons. So that's us back in the game with that, you know. One dragon for one dragon, that's fine. Me, I'm the carry at the minute. But 3, 4, and 1, I'm the carry because I've got good CS and I can't get blown up like Caitlyn can. Caitlyn really doesn't have much counterplay to Rengar's getting blown up. Me, I've got my wind wall, it's fine. This is what I mean, picking a side lane. Pick up a side lane, get as much of the CS as possible. It doesn't matter what's going on mid. It doesn't matter what's going on mid because you bring them down bot. You know, we know where Rengar is now. I just back. I'm just like, okay, fuck it. I'm going, you know, I'm going back. I pick up my BS sword because I wanted it. And then it's like, well, screw it. Top lane is pushing. Top lane is pushing, and I'm like, right, we need Baron. This is a Baron call. The reason it's Baron is because Rengar's bot lane. Rengar is bot lane. But then, at the same time, they're hand around mid, so we think we can get picked, so I don't know why she revealed her position. I just want to charge my Q, and there you go. That's chain CC at its finest. And this is me. This is me pinging the shit out of this. That is me. Me saying, assist me, fucking help me, do it. This is Baron. Aurelia's dead, Baron right now. Rengar's bot. He just gives us free Baron, that's him, that's on him. We pick up a free Baron. Now, what I want to tell you guys is, being a top laner is all about decision making, okay? Now, you guys see 3-4-2, you think, oh my god, you're not doing, you know, you're no fucking faker, you're no fucking anybody. You're just fucking crap at this game, you know. 3-4-2, anybody can do that. It's all about the choices that you make. It ain't all about how many kills you get, it's not about how much towers you get. It's about opportune times to make those plays and what to do when you're getting plays made on you. So if you think that taking a tower, you know, either sitting back and defending your mid inhib when they push it up, if they sieged up mid inhib, right, and I'm here pushing in this wave and my wave's here right behind me, is it better to go back and try to defend when I'm probably just going to sit on the tower anyway, or take this tower, give us some global gold, and maybe push into this tower and get some damage onto it, force someone back, or force them to decide, oh my god, Yasuo is going to take this inhib, do we want to back right now and stop him, or do we want to take this mid inhib? This is the confusion of solo queue that you can take advantage of. Now, Baron calls are things to be made when you see a jungler bot lane, when Baron is up and you're all around top lane. If your ADC is in the mid lane and your APC is in the mid lane and your jungler's over here somewhere and you get a pick and your jungler, their jungler is bot lane, that's a Baron. Every time at 23 minutes, I don't care if it's 20 minutes, I don't care if it's 22 minutes, ping that shit, ping the shit. Just ping the Baron, take the Baron, and it makes games close out so much easier. We were at 1k gold loss. Now it's 14-14 and we've got 3k gold lead. So this is what the things you have to do in order to win. It's not all about kills, it's not all about CS really, but CS really does help. And it's not all about objectives, it's just about making the plays that you need to do in order to carry your team. Some teams are not carryable, fair enough, but at the same time, if you don't make the correct decisions at the right time, if you don't spam it and be like Baron, 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 Baron as many times as possible, then you know you deserve to lose. You're gonna lose. You're gonna deserve to lose because you're not making your teammates understand that they can still win this game. They're probably in the defeatist mode, like, oh, we're playing shit, we're not gonna win this. Now we group up mid here. Can't remember if this was a good decision. So let's speed this up. We're trying to siege up this mid turret. You're a melee range champion. Use your wind wall as much as possible to get. That's half damage gone. Now I dodged that Nautilus hook like a boss. Just use the minion to, you know, block it. Wait for the next wave. Let the next wave roll up. Get my wind wall back. Get my flow max stack. And yeah. Now they're all off to the side. I'm just like, well, I want to make sure I charge up my Q. Keep your Q charged up as much as possible. He goes in on that, I immediately ult. It's like, that kind of pick is godly for us. Then block out the rest of the damage from the Draven with the wind wall, and you know, you take quite a bit of the damage out of the fight. I'm thinking like, Thresh, just tank this shit, man. Thresh, tank the shit. Blue team want to surrender, because, well, one of the blue team wants to surrender because he's salty. She ults Rengar to keep him low, which is fair enough. I mean, that's a smart enough choice. And then, you know, there we go. We get this for free as well. My wind wall's back up again. Yep. And then we get this inhib for nothing. So then we back off. After this, back the hell off. Everybody should be backing off. I ping that. I'm like, back off for the fucking thing. You're not going to finish. Everybody's back up. Dragon comes up soon. I back. I'm just like, look, I want my pickaxe and I want that. So I do that and then I'll go top. It's just like, you guys can handle dragon by yourself. I think it had 50 seconds on it. I'm pretty sure it had 50 seconds on it. And there's a big stacking wave here, so I'm glad someone gets that. Someone has to get that. I don't know why they're getting caught here. I don't know why they stayed. But yeah, they're kind of getting caught. Me, I'm farming up top lane. I'm just pushing that shit in. Rek'sai's over here. Rengar's here. He's looking for a pick. Yeah, he's looking for the pick on Caitlyn, so... And there's holy damage. So, holy fucking damage, you die. And Rek'sai's trying to get something going with that. Me, I'm just like, fuck it, you know. You attract all the attention there. Me, I'm doing what Yasuo does best. Pushing that shit in. Look at them ping it. They're like, oh no, Yasuo's gonna get a turret. Look, they get nothing for that. They all go over there and they get nothing for it. Me, I'm already doing this. This is called taking advantage of good opportunities. It's good opportunities just to take advantage of. Take advantage of their team, make sure that they have to back. Me, I get a little bit damage on this turret. Rengar comes, I'm just like, ah, fuck it. You know, let him do his thing. I harass him, I'm just like, hey, what's up, bitch? You fucking killed me before, I will be hunting your ass down. In team fights, I will be hunting his ass down. Aurelia comes over, I already know about it. I'm already well aware that someone would have come top. You know, Rengar wouldn't play like that. And I pick up a pink ward as well, because I'm against the Rengar here, guys. So, all that pressure I made top made the Rengar come top. That means that he's nowhere near Dragon. They all went mid to cover the pushing super siege, you know, super minion wave. So, you know, we get all of that and we get a turret. We get pressure. Global pressure is something that you just can't... There's no way to value global pressure like that. There's just no value I can put on it. There's no way to explain how good it is. There's no way for me to say, you know, all I have to say is, this is what you do. And if you're not doing it, you're not doing it right. So you have to do this. Even if you're mid lane Yasuo, you should be taking a side lane after the laning phase is over. And then just, you know, pushing that shit in. Just push it in. So Echo gets another kill. Me, I'm here with this Aurelia. It's like 14, you know. She gets a stun off. Me, I'm like, fuck this. Oh, there you go. He flashes out. He's like, oh my god, the damage is real. Me, I get the knockup. And there you go. Easy kill. That was a 2v1 for the most part. But yeah, it's just like, you know, what's up, bitch? Me, I get a bit aggressive here. I'm like, ah, fuck it. Flash! Yep. So, I mean, I get aggressive there. It's not great. He tries to be fucking tricky about it. Me, I go back in. He ignites me. I get a little bit of the shield from Thresh, but I do have lifesteal, and there you go. So, you know, that's fine. I don't know why I'm still hanging around. I'm just like, fuck it. I need to get out of there. Rengar's back up. I need to leave. And yeah. That's how I play that one. That's just how you play that one. Even though I aggressively flashed, rek'sai actually went in this time and I could get something from it. But I had my damage from my R. Don't underestimate the damage from your R, the power spike that you'll get when you've got your R up. It gives you 50% bonus armor penetration. So yeah, for 15 seconds, that can kill someone very quickly. So we've got our Infinity Edge. Once we finish that Infinity Edge, we go for armor immediately, just because we don't want to be in the situation Caitlyn's in. Caitlyn's in the situation of Rengar comes out of somewhere and kills her immediately. Just immediately. Me, I've got a little bit of armor, and he's got the armor pen to beat me, but at the same time it doesn't matter because I've got at least a little bit of armor to survive. I'll get some HP after this once I've got my randoms, and it's fine. You know, he's not building armor yet. He's went squishy as hell so he can be killed. Now, he's bot lane again. Me, I was just using that ult to get onto Echo. You know, stay away from Echo's the ghost thing. Me, I use my Bork here. This is how I get the kill. I use Bork. The Bork active will take some HP off of your opponent. That's fine. Can't remember when my ult's up. My ult's up again soon, so the ult's on a very low cooldown. We get another kill. That's another pick. I'm just like, ping this shit. You know, we're going for the barn. These guys were like, no, we can finish on that. No, you can't. Not with Draven. Draven was there, Rengar was there, and all we had was rek'sai and LeBlanc. We didn't have Caitlyn. You know, I would have to sit on that. I would have absolutely had to sit on that inhibitor to do damage. And that's not going to happen when Rengar's there. And it's not going to happen when Draven's there hitting me. You know, I might have got one turret, but Barn is a lot more worth. Barn is a lot more worth. Now, I know Rengar's off to the side somewhere, but, you know, I want this big juicy wave at top, so I'm being a bit greedy here. Pick this shit up. You know, I'll go into the next wave, make them have to come top, and then I think I back. Did I back? No, I didn't need anything, so I don't back. I get the inhibitor. And then I'm like, you know, guys pushing the top wave, but these guys really just want to, you know, these guys want to push in, like, this is not what we do, okay? I'll explain this, right? This is not the finish. You see this over here? This is a fat stacking wave that we can get pushing into here. And it's a half damage inhibitor turret. We could have 2 inhibs down. But my team, now I have to be with my team because I'm the most fed one on the team. If they, well, you know, I'm saying the most fed one, but when we consider all the CS and the kills, right, we're definitely, I'm still more ahead than she is. Because I've still got 3 completed items with the Warren's Mail. She's got her boots and 3 completed items. Me, I'm still ahead of her. What I want to say here, though, is, you know, when you're with your team, okay, and you're fed, you have to stay with them, even if they make the wrong decision, because if they get jumped on and they get aced, it's you by yourself, and you are not going to be enough to stop them from sieging up here and winning the game. You know, they could easily take back what they want if they want to make the pressure. So you have to be very aware of that when you go off and split pushing. Because if your team's not going to be smart, like what they're doing right here, they're not being smart. You know, they're just trying to brute force their way past us with no poke comp, then, you know, you're going to lose. So you have to be aware of that. So we're slowing this down, we'll play it out again. I try and block off a little bit of the damage to make sure that we don't get engaged on. Caitlyn's playing very far back. Get a hook onto Rengar. I didn't get an ult. Echo ults back out, so there's a lot of damage gone. Me, I'm just waiting for the right time to ult because I couldn't get one. You know, you have to be with your finger on that R button sometimes, because you don't get a lot of time. I get out of that stun, but I do get stunned up. This is what the other thing is. rek'sai was like, well, why didn't you ult off of my ult? And it's just like, well, I couldn't. I was stunned up by Aurelia. You know, Aurelia had me stunned. This is what I'm talking about. See all this? This is what happens. And there you go, she's dead too, and ace. That's why you go for here. That's why you go for here. You know, I can't say anything more than that as a mini throw, but at the same time, you guys got to understand that you've got to be with your team to you know, stop that from happening. Like, to stop that from happening, you've still got to be with your team. So, I mean, you can say fuck your team for if you're a supreme carry like Udyr or something, and you can siege down turrets by yourself and get out of situations, but when you're someone like Yasuo, a 1v1 champion, and there are 5 of them in their base, and they can just go, you know, bring 5 of them over here and kill you and, you know, get onto you, because you've not got any way to get away, especially from a Rengar, you know, then that's going to happen. That will happen. And he has a righteous glory as well, so Nautilus can get onto you with the team. So we're just like, fuck this, I wanna get this. I wanna get this top wave. You know, I've got Randuin's now. You know, I've got 4 completed items. I just want to shove this in ASAP. I'm just annoyed with my team that they would throw like that, and then I don't know why LeBlanc. Yeah, LeBlanc, that's her first blue, I think. I'm trying to just pick as much up as possible. But the game's almost over, guys. The game is almost over. Try to remember. Oh yeah, I think this is the engage. So he gets ulted, loses half his health. Rek'sai gets there and gets a godly knock up. I get 3-man ult. Echo's dead immediately. Doesn't even get a chance to ulti away. I slide through him. I slide onto Draven. That's where I want to go, and then I win all the rest of the damage. Get onto the inhibitors. This is where the game ends because they've not got Echo for the engage. Draven's very low. I want to get that, but these guys are like, well, you know, I don't want to tank it. And then I'm just like, try to show them that I want to get it, but they're still trying to siege up this mid. So some teams just don't learn. That's another thing you need to learn is teams do not learn sometimes, and you're just gonna have to roll with it, like what they're doing. We get that. We get one turret for free. And there's the hook. I don't know why he doesn't go in on that, but yeah. I didn't get anything for that. I've got my ult up. I'm waiting for the ult. Okay. Well, what I'm going to say is, that is bullshit, basically. We did get the victory. I ended 7-5-6, I believe. And we got the Nexus. We won. So yeah. That is the replay, guys. Sorry about that. That is the guide. Thank you guys for watching. If you did like this video, if you did like the explanation, or you want more explained to you, then you know, just leave a comment. Remember to like the video, and you know, if you've got any questions, I'm happy to answer them. Absolutely happy to answer any of them. So thank you for watching, and have a good day. Peace.